Okay, so let us take a look at data types in JavaScript. Okay, so data types just tell JavaScript what kind of value a variable holds. Remember, in JavaScript we store information, and not all information is the same. Okay, some data that we store, which is the information, is in text format, and some is numbers, and some is true or false, and that's where data types comes in. Okay, and these ones, as we have said, they tell JavaScript what kind of value a variable holds. Remember, we store those values, we store that information in a variable, and we use the variable, okay, which stores data information, that data. Okay, and we have two main categories in JavaScript. We have the primitive types, okay, and these ones, they store simple values, okay, and we have another one which is the reference, which are the reference types, and these ones, they store more complex values like objects and arrays. Okay, so let us go through the primitive types first. Okay, so the first one we have, which is the string, which is the text values, that string. Okay, so this one, it is a string. Remember, I didn't tell you how we use comments in JavaScript. Before I go to that part, in JavaScript we have what we call comments in JavaScript. Okay, so this part, this part we were supposed to be studying data types, but I forgot to tell you how to what are comments. Comments are just a block of code that is not executed by the computer. It is just not a code. It's just like block of text that is not executed by the computer. And the first one, we can use the code which lies on only one line, which is called, we say that as a one line comment, a single line comment. And this one, we use it to describe what our code is doing. For example, here we can say strings. We are studying strings. Strings. That's the first one. Okay. So that's called a single line comment, and we also have what we call the multi-line comments. And this one we use forward slash and then asterisk, and then we end with that one, asterisk and then forward slash, like this. And here we can put some kind of text which is not this one. It is used to describe what our code is doing, like that. You can put it as long as the information, this information lies inside the forward slash, and then the forward slash and asterisk, and then the asterisk with forward slash. Okay, in between these two, in between these ones. Okay, that's called, and this one, they are called the multi-line comments. This one is the single line comments. Okay, as you have known that, that's it. Now you have known something different from what we are supposed to study in this part. Okay, that's nice. Thank you for learning. So here, where I was talking about strings, which is one of the simple values which is a primitive type in JavaScript. Okay, so strings, we use them like this. So let us name. We have used data types in JavaScript before. If you saw my previous parts, okay. So here we have name. Let us set it to Rashid. I like my name, guys. I like my name. So Rashid. Then let us save. Okay. Then we can console.log. Let us log out our name. Okay, there on the screen. So if we save, we can now get what's wrong with our name. As if there's something with the server. Let me refresh it automatically. So here we get our name like that. Okay, so that's how we can use the string. We can even put there more values, more text data. Okay, so Rashid is my name, like that, and when we save like that, we get Rashid is my name, okay, as the output. Okay, remember, I'm using the browser. Okay, as you can see, I'm using the browser here, as you can see there. Okay, I'm using the browser. So that's it. So let us look at another one, another data type, another primitive type, another primitive category, primitive category of data. Okay, so we have another one which is the number. Okay, and the number is any kind of a number which is integer or decimal. Okay, so and this one we can use it like this. So let us let our age, okay, let us set our age to be like 18. I like 18 because that's where I ended growing, okay. And if you look at my face, I ended growing at the age of 18 and I look like an 18-year-old kid, yet I'm 30. Yeah, yet I'm old. Yeah, I'm old guys, but I'm not too old. I'm not 30. I'm not too old. Okay, so age, let us set 18, and then we can have also another one, decimal format, in decimal format, or you can call it front pointing numbers. So we can have like that. We can have price, most price here, then like 19.98, like that. Yeah, US dollars, like that. And then here we can console.log. Let us console.log console.log our price, okay. And also we want to so we get the price here. That's the price, okay. That's the price. Then if we want to put them into here, we can use this one. There's also this trick. You can use dollar sign. Where's the dollar? No, we use the dollar sign. Then these ones, the curly braces. Then we put inside the variable, okay, the variable price. Okay, so here we have price. I'm writing prince. Am I a prince? No. Why is that word popping up in my mind? So price, and we also want to use another one. So let us put a comma there. So let us use another one, which is we want to use the age. Okay, like that. So you have known this trick. So the age is that one. Okay, so the age is that one. Should we break? So there is also here, if we provide this one, forward this backslash, this one, backslash and n, this one, it will break the line, okay? It will break this line, this part of the code, this line here, it will break it, and then this one, this content in front of n, it will go onto the next line, as you have seen, as you are going to see, okay? So here we have this one. So here let us remove that comma. So that's what that one. So let us save. So when we save, we get something like this. We get this one, price. So here let us put some price here. As you can see, price is something like this. So here, as you can see, price is this one and age is this one. Okay, as you can see, this one is on the next line. Okay, it is on the next line, as you can see. And if we remove this one like this and we just put a comma, we are going to see that everything is going to be on only one line, as you can see. So if I try to expand this one, even this one, so as you can see, it is only on one line. Okay, so if I try to reverse back and I put our n there, our backslash n, you can see here, as you can see, there are now two lines. There are now two lines. This edge has been pushed onto the next line. Okay, so those are numbers. That's how we can work with the numbers. That's how we can work with numbers as one of the primitive data type. We can also work with something. Remember, a computer understands true and even false. False is stored as a 0 and the true is stored as a 1. Okay, so we can do it like this. Is logged in. Remember here we were working with the strings here. So here we were working with numbers here. So it is time to use our new concept we have learned. Okay, which are these ones, the comments, the comments, and the block of text which is not run. Okay, so which is not interpreted. Okay, so here let us try to use some kind of another primitive type which is called a boolean. Okay, so boolean, these are called booleans, which are in form of true and false. Okay, so let us see. So let is logged in, which is because is logged in. Let us set it to true. So let us set it to true, and we let is what is admin. Let us set it to be false. Guys, you are not admins. Okay, you are not admins. Okay, so here we can now print it out. Let us see how we can console it out. Console like that. Let us console is logged in. Let us see what we are going to get. So if we print is logged in, we get true. Okay, we get true. Okay, that's how we can do it. So here we can see, here we don't have, so that's how we can use the booleans as another one, So we have another one which is the undefined, a variable that has been declared but not given a value. Okay, so this one, for example, here we can have let's score. Okay, let's score. So let us print the let's score. Okay, score. So let us print let's score. So if you see something like this which is undefined, it means it has been declared, but as you can see here, we get undefined. Okay, this one has not been initialized. Okay, it has been declared but has not been given a value. Okay, so we have another one which is the null, an international nothing value, this one. So here let us see how we can use the null. So here we can use nulls. So here we let us let empty value to be a null. Let us set it to be null. Okay, so this one, it is a nothing value, it is nothing. Okay, so let us see how we can, if we can empty value, and if we print it, what are we getting? We get null. Okay, so this one, it is empty. Okay, so undefined means not set yet, yeah? But null means set to nothing on purpose. Yeah? It is set to nothing but on purpose. Okay, so this one not set yet, undefined, for undefined. So we saw undefined here. This one is supposed to be undefined. Undefined. Okay, undefined. This one, undefined. So this one is for null. This down part one. This is for null. Okay. So I want to make this one. So let us look at another one, which is called a symbol. This one provides just unique values used in advanced programming. So for example, here we can have a symbol. So let us have something like the symbol. Then let us provide the let ID. Let us give it. Let's give it something like the symbol here. Remember, we are using the symbol, as you can see here, interface symbol variable. Okay, so there symbol. Then let us give it ID. Okay, like that. There. Okay, so let us print here the ID there. So if we do that, we get symbol ID. Okay, so this one, it is just provides a unique values, and it is used in advanced programming. So this one we shall not use it a lot. This symbol. Okay, and you should erase it from your brain. You will only need it in advanced programming, which is not necessary at this time. Okay, so let us look at another one, which is the big int. Big int for very large numbers. You know, they are very large numbers. Okay, and this one, the big int, we use the n at the end. Okay, we write the integer, the value, the number, and then n at the end. Okay, so here let us declare it like this. This is called the big int. Okay, the big int, like that. So here we have let us let big number to be equals. Let us provide some big numbers there. Then we provide n there. So let us print big number there. So if we do that, here we get something like this. Okay, that shows that this number is big, for big numbers. Okay, for big numbers. Okay, so let us look at another type of data, another data type, which is the reference types, which are just quick mention. We also have reference types like objects, arrays, and functions. These store a collection of data or more complex structures. We will cover them in future. Okay, so let us see how we can check the type. The type here, the type of the data. So for example, here we have a score. Okay, let us see. Here we use the type of. Okay, the type of. Then here After there, we provide the variable, okay, the type of score. What is the Control Z? So we need to go here, the type of, what type of score, okay, type of score. So let us see, we get undefined. So the type is undefined as we have it here, undefined here, right here, undefined. So let us check for isAdmin, type of the variable. Remember we had the name, okay, let us see the name. For the name, so for the name it is a string, and here let us see for the empty value, for the isAdmin, let us check for isAdmin, okay. So we see for isAdmin we have it is boolean. Let us check for what, for big number there. Want to verify, okay. So for big number we have big int, okay, as you have seen, so that's how we can use them. For reference types, they are not commonly used, those are the data types, the simple data types. The reference types will be covered in later videos, in later parts, when we are studying advanced JavaScript, okay. So let us look at only these ones. These are the basics that you need to be knowing, okay. These are the basics that you need to be knowing, okay, in order to start working with the JavaScript to the professional level, okay.